Panthers. Nurse Russian and I are here for this week's edition of Evening with Eley. Our topic is focused on 6th grade. And I spent last week getting some of the 8th grade students, 8th grade staff, and some other staff members around campus to really think back at their 6th grade year, and if they could give themselves a piece of advice back when they were in 6th grade, what would they tell themselves? And so I thought it would only be fair to think back at my 6th grade year and think about what kind of advice I would give myself. When I was in 6th grade, I think probably the biggest piece of advice that I would give myself is to be more positive about my self-image. I think I was really self-conscious about the way I looked and certain parts of my body that I didn't like, and it really affected me in how I presented myself to other people. It affected me in the clothing that I wanted to wear around my friends. And just looking back on that, it really kind of kept me from being focused on the things that really matter. And so as I grew older and as I matured, I realized that those things weren't as important as I thought they were. And I began to love myself, all of myself. And so that would be the big piece of advice I would give myself as a 6th grader. What about you, Nurse Russian?
Yeah, so when I think about my 6th grade year, I think about I probably shouldn't have gotten caught up in the girl drama.
Yeah.
You know, it happens. But what I would say is to myself is to just not worry about the gossip and what he said and she said, and just try and have true friendships and remember you're taking care of your whole self. And emotionally, that's really stressful when you start worrying about what everybody thinks and what somebody said. In the end, it's usually not even what you think happened. So I would say to not worry about all that, not be part of it, to remove yourself from it so that you can put a stop to it for yourself and for your friends.
That's a great piece of advice as well. So like I said, we have a lot of advice to share to 6th graders, but really this advice is great for everyone. So check out what our staff and students had to share, and have a wonderful Sunday. We'll see you tomorrow. 2, 3.
If I could give advice to my 6th grade self, it'd be to make friends with everybody.
If there was advice that I could give my 6th grade self, it would be to love everyone the way they are, and to not let things that people say about me bother me, and to just enjoy life because it is so short.
I wish I told my 6th grade self to be more friendly and be more respectful to others.
So if I could go back and tell myself anything about 6th grade or give myself some advice, I would say it's okay not to be perfect, that I can make mistakes and people will still like me, my parents will still be proud of me, as long as I just do my best.
If I could tell my 6th grade self something, I would tell me to make some friends.
Mi mensaje para mí, estando en 6º grado, sería disfrutar más de la amistad de mis compañeros, aprovechar más las clases y estar muy feliz y agradecerle a mis padres más todo lo que ellos hacen todos los días por mí.
Hey girls.
Hey!
I was wondering, do y'all have any advice that you would like to give yourself if you had the opportunity as a 6th grader, now that you're in 8th grade, if you could give yourself any advice as a 6th grader, what would it be?
When I was in 6th grade, I probably would have wanted to talk to more people and tried harder on my work.
When I was in 6th grade, I probably would have wanted to stop stressing out so much about every single little thing.
When I was in 6th grade, I probably would have focused more on my work instead of everything else.
Thank you, girls. I hope you have a great day.
Hi guys. You know what I wish I remembered when I was looking back at 6th grade? How important reading is. So now everyone go grab a book and get reading.
To just listen to your teachers, follow the rules, and just listen.
Future advice I would give to my 6th grade self is to not be so stressed about work, and everybody makes mistakes, and be nice to everybody, and don't get in between drama because it doesn't end well.
The advice I would give to my 6th grade self is don't worry so much about lockers and stuff like that, or turning in homework, and try to make as many new friends as you can.
Don't get in trouble and pay attention. If you don't know where your classes are, just ask and look at your schedule.
Don't worry about what other people think of you.
If I could give myself some advice in 6th grade, I would say to keep up with my homework and classwork.
Knowing what I know now, I would tell my 6th grade self to trust the process. They know what we're supposed to do. They're setting it up for us. Just trust the process, Chris.